All right, so I just wanted to make a video here showing how we like to start the day with Paris, how we like to start the day with all the dogs in our Born to Train program, and the routine and structure we like to add to this first thing in the morning here. So we'll go ahead and get Paris up. And the first thing we'll do is we'll come up to the crate, we'll open the door, and we'll put her e-collar on. I always like to put the e-collar on in the crate right here, so we already have it on before they come out of the crate. So we already have that control of it. And you know what I need to do here with this one real quick? Just need to sync these two together. Good girl. Paris. Good. Oops. Okay, e-collar is on. Make sure we have good contact on the e-collar. Now what we're going to do is stand up here, and we're going to make sure that Paris doesn't leave that crate until we give her permission, until we give her a command to leave that crate, right? And we have a few options for commands to get out of that crate. We could either release her with a break command, or where what we could do is what I'm going to do, and what we like to do with most of the dogs, and we'll tell you to do when she comes home with you, is recall her out of the crate. So we're going to back away from the crate and give her a recall command to come out of the crate. Ruby, shh, shh. She's a little excited to get out. So anyway, we're gonna let Paris out here. You know what we will do too, though, is put a leash on him to start, just so we have a little bit of extra control. And this is something that I'll get you guys to do when Paris comes home. Is just slip a leash on her. Paris, just slip a leash on her right when you start that day. Good girl. Okay. Paris, nope, nope. So even right there, right? So as soon as we step back, if she tries to leave that crate, we're going to say no and give a correction on the e-collar. Paris, down. We'll give her a down command. Down. Good. So once she's in that down, now we can release her out of that crate, right? Once she's in that nice calm down and waiting to be released. Paris, come. Good. We'll use our recall command, and we'll tap our tone button. Good girl. Sit. Good. And then we'll have her sit once she gets up here. We'll have her sit. We can say hello. We can say good morning. Make sure her collar is on right. Make sure it's not too tight or anything. Wipe some sleepies from her eyes. Good job. And then what we can do is we can move through the house now, right? But again, using our commands, heel, sit. Using our commands so Paris isn't just off doing her own thing, right? So even here, nope, sit. Even here as we leave the crate, right? It's like we could just release her from the crate with a break command and allow her to just run out of the crate. She'd probably run up the stairs, run up to the back door, get ready to head out on her own, right? But we want to make sure that we're structuring that in a way that she understands that she needs to follow us and wait for our permission to be doing these different activities, right? Whether it's leaving the crate, heading up the stairs, or obviously going out the back door, right? So what we're going to do now is I'm actually probably going to come grab my phone here, and we'll give her a heel command. So what we'll do is we'll say heel, and we'll tap on the tone button in our e-collar, and we'll start getting her to follow us through the house while we make our way upstairs. And there'll be a few more thresholds that we want to practice this impulse control at, and that's going to be the stairs and the back door. So we'll take you through that as well. Heel. Good. So again, got her in this heel command, right? And ideally we can do this without the leash as well. Heel. And she'll just follow. She does know that heel command quite well. Again, sit. We have that leash on her here just so we can use it to direct her and guide her in case she starts to try and wander off or whatever. And again, it's something that we'll probably have you do for the first week or two when she's home. Paris, heel. So stairs, this is another threshold we like to practice waiting at, practicing some impulse control. Sit. And of course I have a lot of stairs in this house. Heel. Ignore any messes you might see. So again, we'll heel her up into the next room here. Heel. Into the kitchen. Good girl. And then what we can do is we can have her sit. Good. And wait at this doorway. And what we'll do is we'll get her out here. And so we open the door here, and then we can come out the door. And then again, we're practicing that threshold, right? We're still practicing that same threshold of making sure that she's waiting here. Nope. Unlike Dom. Nope. You gotta wait too, Dom. waiting at this threshold, and then once we want, we can give her name and we can give a release, right? So saying her name first and then that release. Paris. Break. Good girl. And then we can let them go out here. They can do a morning social and play a little bit. And then we'll recall her back in here. And we will put her over on a place bed most likely. So that's gonna be kind of the structure that she starts her day with. So we'll recall her back in, put her on a place bed here probably. And then once she's on that place bed, we can make our morning coffee, whatever it is that we need to do. And then get her ready. So she's inside, we just recalled her in, and now we're gonna go put her on her place bed, heel. And we'll get some other dogs out too after we do that. Paris, come, place. Point to the bed that we wanted to go on. I mean, that counts. Point to the bed you wanted to go on, give the command, then point to the bed you want her to go on, place, point to the bed, and then once she's there, we can put her into a down. Paris, down. A little slow with the down there. She kind of wanted to get off there, it looked like, but that's perfect. Now what we can do is we can go down and grab some other dogs. So, good job, Paris. What we'll do here after she's on her place bed, well, like I said, we'll let some other dogs out first. Keep her on the place bed, and then we'll get her out for her morning walk here to start the day, right? And again, this is basically like putting her onto this place bed after you let her out for that morning potty break, right? This is basically going to be what you do when you're at home, right? Because you're going to have kids and stuff to contend with, right? And so you need to make sure that she's in a position where she's not just roaming around, causing her own issues, doing her own thing. She needs to be in a command, right? That's the place command. And she's going to understand that when she's there, she needs to stay there for a little while, right? Until you give that release command, and it could be a while, and there could be distractions moving through the house, right? There are going to be other dogs coming through here over the next little bit as I start getting the dogs out for their potties and stuff, right? And Paris is going to be expected to stay on this place without any supervision either, right? And that's kind of the point that we want to get to with these dogs, is where they're like, okay, I'm on this place bed right now. This is where I'm supposed to relax. That's what my owner told me to do. So that's what I'll do right now. And Paris is really, really good with that. She can stay on this place bed for as long as we need her to, really. And she'll stay quite relaxed with that. So again, we're going to use this place command quite frequently throughout our day. So when we come back into the house and we have some other things we need to do before we can come back to Paris to get her for her walk, we're going to put her on her place command. Or if it's really busy, if the kids are really like causing a commotion and maybe Paris is struggling a little bit with that, just put her in the crate, right? Just put her away in the crate, and then you don't have to worry about that at all, right? So, but again, the place command is just as good, especially once they finish the program. They really have a good idea of that. And what we can also do with our place command, it won't really reach from here, but we can tether the leash, right? I like to tether it to like window door, or window handles, door handles. Tether the leash to something, tie it to something solid. You can put a little hook in the baseboard or whatever you need to do. And that's going to make sure she can't break this place bed. Even if I go downstairs for a moment, she can't really get off, right? And again, it's just going to keep them on there a little bit more reliably, help them relax, and then pretty quickly you can fade that tether out, just like you can fade out all the other tools we're using. So anyway, this is her on her place command. We're going to come get some other dogs out, and then we'll get her ready to go for a walk, and we will film that as well.